Hello, this is Mrs. Al-Amoudi, and I'm going to show you how to use the Bridges website for our career exploration units 14 and 15. So right now I'm in the school system where your courses are, or Angel is another name. So what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down to study aids and you are going to see Bridges. You're going to click on this and a new site is going to pop up. Within your first lesson for Bridges, you have a printout of how to create your portfolio. So I'm going to show you that very quickly. So you're going to click on Create New Portfolio, and in the information you have the site ID and the password. Okay, so here is where you're going to put the site ID, which is 1233216. Okay, and then your password is PDLCS. Okay, so you are a student, you're going to put in your first name, and then you're going to put in your last name. You're going to put in your date of birth. If you're male or female, don't worry about the student number, graduation year. If you can, put that in. If not, no problem. Okay, so your portfolio name. Okay, so you're going to make a name for your portfolio. So I'm just going to make it test student, and then you're going to make a password. Okay, and you need to come up with a password that's between 4 and 16 characters. You can use letters and numbers and different characters. Make sure that you write down your portfolio name and your portfolio password because you will be using this, and this will allow you to save materials that you have completed in these activities that you are going to do in units 14 and 15. The last thing that you need to do is you need to provide an email. If you don't have your own email, you can use your parents' email. You could put it in both. Once you're done and you have everything in, you're going to click on Create Portfolio. So what happens is I didn't create my portfolio because not everything is completed. This is optional. You don't have to put in an email address, but it will help if you forget your information. So let me put in a password. Okay, so click okay, so now the password didn't load. So you see the issues that I've had. So once you are done and you have everything in, you'll go to a new screen. Okay, so now that you have your portfolio created, you can go in and you can log into your own portfolio. So give me 1 second and I will log into my portfolio and I'm going to show you around the site. Okay, so this is what you see once you log in. I'm not going to save my password just because I don't want anybody else to access it. The most of the information that you are going to use within this site is going to be Choices Explorer and possibly Choices Explorer, or Choices Planner, excuse me. So let me click on Choices Explorer. And one of your first activities is actually to start with the quiz within the Work tab. So what you're going to do is you can use these tabs here because you'll have things that will show up, or you can use the tabs at the top. Okay, so work, learn, life, and then your portfolio. Okay, so it'll show, for example, if you have anything saved, it'll show up in this tab. Okay, so what we're going to do is the Work Explorer, you're going to complete the Career Finder questions, okay, or the Career Finder quiz. So that's one of the first things that you're going to do. So you just click on things, you read this statement, and you decide which one answers how you feel the most. Okay, so this is one of the quizzes that you're going to use. Another quiz that you are going to work on is the Cluster Finder, and it's the same thing. You're going to click on Start. Oh, let me go back for a second. It tells you how long it takes to go through this. And so you go ahead and you start choosing things that you like to do. And it's the same thing. Once you are done with both of these quizzes, you need to complete a screenshot and you need to send that in order to get credit for the day. So let me show you what this screenshot or what the results will look like. Okay, so for example, I have completed the cluster finder quiz. So the options are pretty much the same no matter what kind of quiz that you complete. So what this looks at is what kinds of clusters, career clusters, I would be best in. Okay, so we have government and public administration, business management and administration, human services, law, public safety, and you do see that education and training is on my list. And what is very important when you're doing these activities is that you actually take your time and do not just randomly click stuff because it's not going to give you an accurate picture of what you will be successful in or what your interests are. Okay, so this is one of the activities that I have completed. So you want to add this to your portfolio. Okay, so I already have it. Okay, so if I want to, I can always go back to it and look. Okay, so my top one is government and public administration. I can print this. You know, when you're in your results, these are my results. You can take a screenshot. Okay, and these are all my things that I chose. So what you can do is print this. If you click on print this, you can actually print it out. It has my name on it. You click on print. And you can submit it that way. You can print it and then scan it into your computer. You can also do a screenshot, which you would press the control button and the print screen, or depending on your computer, press the print screen. You can also email it if you want. Friend's email address, if you want to email it to me, you can email it to Mrs. Al-Amoudi at my PA distance email, which is right here up in the, and I should be able to get it. So you can submit it that way as well. So this is my email address up here. Okay, you can give a message. Make sure you give me your name. This is my career finder or my cluster finder quiz, and that's it. So these are options that you can do. So this is in a nutshell what the site is like. I encourage you to explore through the website as much as possible just to get familiar with it. And you can always click. So if I was interested in finding out what government and public administration is, I could look at it. And it tells me what this means. It tells me what the outlook is. It tells you which kind of specific careers I could go into. It tells me what kind of related careers I can go into and what kind of programs, secondary programs, whether it's college, a training program, any type of situation that I can go into. So like, for example, if I'm looking at revenue and taxation, I can look at the employment outlook. If I want to go into foreign service, I can go into, so I can look at an international relations degree. So if you just click through, you can find out a lot. Okay, please remember if you have any questions about how to use the Bridges website, you contact me as soon as possible. And I hope you enjoy the next 2 units in our class because this is a really fun time for you to find out what you might be good at, what you might like to do in the future, and it gets you starting to think about those things.